Hi, my name is Jim Horan. I'm principal of Most Holy Trinity Catholic School, and I'm presenting this video today to give you information about our registration procedure for 2024-2025. I will share information with you about the gap. The gap is the difference between what is paid in tuition and what it actually costs to run the school. I will review our current budget for this year, and I will give you information on next year's tuition and registration fees, as well as procedures. So let's begin. I wanted to start with the gap. We do have a gap. We do have a difference between what is paid in tuition and what it actually costs to run the school. So I want to go over that with you right now. Our total expenditures are projected to be $743,368 for this school year. School year begins July 1st and ends June 30th. Our total expenditures divided by the number of our students is $4,827 per student. Our total income from tuition, registration, and building fees will be $414,990. Our tuition and fee income divided by the number of students is $2,695 per student. Our gap is a negative $2,132 per student. Our gap is found by taking the total expenditures and subtracting what is paid in tuition, registration fees, and building fees. Now, please stay calm. Please keep your seats. Okay. Let me show you how we make this up. Making up the gap, we do fundraising. We are projected to raise $115,950 this year. We write for grants. We get grants from the Foundation for the Diocese of El Paso, from the Kramer Foundation, from Westerman Foundation, and from Burkitt Foundation. Those grants total $129,550. Most Holy Trinity Church contributes $51,900 per year. This is in school subsidies plus second collections. We also get donations and contributions from various donors in a total of $40,200. So our total contributions, fundraisers, grants, are $329,600. The average amount per student raised is $2,192. So we have a little bit of cushion. Okay, once we factor all of that together, we have a little bit of cushion, enough to get through the school year. Now, next year, when we make up the gap, one grant will not be available. We have GAPS funding grant. This year, we received roughly $28,000. That grant will run out next August, so we will not have this funding next year, so we are going to have to work to help make up that funding. Let me review our budget for 2023-2024. Our tuition was $385 per month. All tuition goes toward teacher salaries. All the tuition that you pay goes to help pay the teachers. It does not pay me. It does not pay Mrs. Vass. It does not pay Mrs. Esparza, our custodians, our lunch personnel. It goes to pay the teachers. Our teacher salaries this year were $404,682. Our tuition collected is projecting to be $378,230. So we will need to supplement this with grants and donations, $26,452. This is how we will make the teacher salaries. Our sources of income. Tuition and fees, $414,990. That is 55% of our income. Grants and contributions, $221,650, which is 29.4% of our income. Programs and fundraising, $115,950, which is 15.4% of our income. And reserve and other sources of income, these are miscellaneous donations and fees, $1,150, and that makes up 0.1% of our income. So our basic income comes from three areas: tuition and fees, grants and contributions, programs, and fundraising. The total is $753,740. Our registration fee this year was $190. Registrants pay our fees to the diocese, $36 per student. Student accident insurance, $8 per student. Gospel Weekly, which is a new religion program we began this year with our students, it costs $20 per student. The Texas Catholic Council of Bishops, we pay a $5 fee per student to belong to that association, and this networks us with all the Catholic schools in the state of Texas. Our Iowa testing program costs roughly $20 per student. We pay property insurance. We have a property insured through Catholic Mutual Insurance, and that costs us $75 per student. Student planners were $5 per student. RenWeb was $21 per student, and this was a total of $190. Our salaries and benefits this year are $617,905. This is 83% of our budget. Any business or any public institution, such as city government, state government, public schools, all of these face the same thing. Their expenses are mostly salaries and benefits. Anywhere from 80 to 85% of their expenses go to salaries and benefits. Maintenance and operations. This includes our repair. This includes our utilities, $56,800, which was 7.6% of our budget. General expenses, which includes materials, things we buy for the school. This includes our copiers, $29,043, 3.9%. Assessments and insurance. This includes the property insurance as well as student insurance, and also the state fees and diocese fees we pay for our students, $18,200, which was 2.4% of our budget. Programs and fundraising, $21,420, 2.9% of our budget. When we raise money, say through the Halloween Carnival, we have expenses. When we raise money through the Speech Festival or through the Fun Run, we have expenses for those. These are the expenses we incur in programs and fundraising. A total of our expenses, $743,368. I now want to go over our registration and tuition for 2024-2025. Let's start with tuition. Tuition for the coming school year will be $400 per month. That's an increase of $15 per month. All tuition, remember, all tuition goes towards teacher salaries. This coming year, we are projecting $416,824 in teacher salaries. We are also projecting that we collect $391,975 in tuition. So we will use grants to make up the difference, $24,849. Our current average teacher salary is $32,973. Average salary next year with the raise will be $33,963. Again, let me show you those numbers. $32,973 average salary per teacher this year. Next year, $33,963. The beginning salary for YISD teachers, $60,500. Okay, so we are giving our teachers a raise, and is well deserved, but we are still well behind what Isleta pays, and El Paso and Socorro ISDs pay similar amounts for beginning teachers. No one here is making as much as $60,000 or anywhere close to that at the school. No employee here is doing that. Registration for 2024 or 2025 will be $200. Registration fees will cover the following. Our per student fees to the diocese, $36 per student. Student accident insurance, $8 per student. Gospel Weekly, $20 per student. Home and School will receive $10 per student, and we will use that $10 to help fund the Halloween Carnival and the Speech Festival. We will no longer be asking for donations to run these events. The Texas Council of Catholic Bishops will receive $5 per student. Our Iowa testing program will cost $20 per student. Property insurance will cost $75 per student. Student planners will be $5 each. This year, we are going to give the students their planners for free. We will give them one planner each. Now, if they lose it and if they need another one, to replace it will cost $10. So please make sure your children take care of those. The RenWeb software, this is what helps us keep our student grades, track our student attendance, help track volunteer hours. This is $21 per student. The total cost for registration, $200, and these are the items that the $200 will cover. Building fees and aftercare. Building fees will remain the same, $50 per student, $100 per family. Aftercare will go up to $35 per month. Aftercare fees will pay aftercare salaries. This pays our 3 employees who take care of our children after school. Our salaries are run a total of $14,900 for our 3 after-school care workers. Our projected income from aftercare, 40 students per month times $35 times 10 months will equal $14,000. Fundraising and volunteering. Family fundraising requirement. The raffle will be $300. The fun run will remain at $250. There will be no changes there. Our volunteer hours for this coming school year, if you're paying full tuition, 10 hours for family. And if you're receiving financial assistance, it will be 20 hours. You may do your volunteer hours at different events during the school year. This includes the Halloween Carnival, the Speech Festival, bake sales, athletic events, student dances, and other events that we sponsor throughout the year. We especially need everyone's help at the Halloween Carnival. As you know, it's a big event with lots to do. There's setup, there's running the event, there's takedown, there's food to be sold, there's games to be played, lots of things to do. So we need everyone's help to make it successful. We had a great turnout for volunteers this year, and we need that again next year in order to make this a successful event. School improvements. Our improvements include the fence screen that was put on, and this was through a donation from the Lightborn family, and we are very appreciative and grateful to them for their support. We put new furniture in our middle school classrooms and upper elementary classrooms. Our HVAC project is supposed to be done this summer. We have all approvals in now. We have a contractor. We're supposed to be ready to go. The total cost of the project will be $189,960. Kennedy Foundation has given us a grant to pay $100,000 of that, and Most Holy Trinity Church will pay the balance, $89,960. This is fantastic help from our church. So please, when you see Father Mike, please thank him for his support of our school. Registration is now open. We use a continuous enrollment system here at Most Holy Trinity. Once your child is enrolled here, your child remains enrolled in our school until he or she either graduates or until you tell us that your child will not return. We are hoping that your child will graduate. That's what we are working toward. But this system allows us to simplify things. First of all, if your child's continuing, you do not need to come in and do another registration packet during the summer. Your child will already be enrolled. We will ask you for an information update when the school year begins to make sure we have correct phone numbers, addresses, pickup contacts, and things of that nature. If you have a new child to enroll, you do need to come in and do a registration packet for that child only. And when you come in to do that, we will need that child's birth certificate, shot record, baptismal certificate, report card if they're coming from another school, and social security number. If you decide that you are not returning to Most Holy Trinity, then please let us know as soon as possible, because we will begin billing in May for the coming school year. Registration will be billed in May 2024 for the 2024-2025 school year. Registration may be paid in 2 payments. You may pay one payment in May, one in June, or you may pay the registration in a lump sum. Remember, registration is $200 per child or $400 per family. Tuition reduction in 2024-2025. If you apply for FACTS, please be sure to click Most Holy Trinity and the Foundation for the Diocese of El Paso. FACTS applications must be verified before August 1st, 2024. If your application is verified after that date, you will pay full tuition for the first month and every month thereafter until your application is verified. Remember, for your application to be verified, you must have your most current tax return as well as your W-2 form for the last fiscal year submitted to FACTS. Families with balances from the current school year will not be approved for aid until balances are cleared. If you have questions about this process, please call me, 915-751-2566, or you can email me, jhoran@mhtcrusaders.org. I will be happy to answer your questions about whatever you need help with. Thank you so very much for your attention to this presentation. We look forward to serving you the coming school year. We hope to see your child here again with us. Have a blessed day.